Welcome, welcome. This is Infinite Jah. I'm saying hello to all the listeners out there. Excuse me, I'm moving the camera because my dog, he's over here messing with it. Over here, chilling, enjoying a nice morning, having me some nice moringa tea. Moringa. Let me get straight to the point. So, today's video is all about the Most High. What am I talking about? The Most High? The King. Today I'm making a video to purely give glory to God, the Most High. Why? Because God has been doing profound things in my life for a while now. And, man, God is amazing. God will show you that this world is nothing that we think it is. I mean, I'm shooting a video. So I give grace and glory, it's my lovely wife. I'm giving grace and glory to the Most High because God has been doing profound things in my life. Being a servant of God is like no other. When you serve God, nothing is the same. Everything is handed to you. When you truly know you're in devotional service, you're in a state of mercy from God. And when you receive mercy, you're in pure bliss. And that's why I give thanks, because I am a pure devotee of the Most High, and everything is taken care of for me. When you're in devotional service, you don't really have to worry about what your life is supposed to be about, what you're supposed to do. Some people, they wake up on a mission. They got goals to accomplish, things to get, places to go, deadlines to meet. But when you're working for the Most High, the only thing you have to do is be in devotional service. Now, let's bring this a little bit more magical and more mystical. Being a servant is like the grass. Being a servant is like the trees. You have gifts that were given to you, and you don't even have to try. And they're used to help, support, and sustain the earth. It's a natural cycle that is one with everything. The trees were blessed with the gift to shade. They were blessed with the gift to give oxygen. And we have the opportunity to breathe. We have the opportunity to get shade. We have an opportunity to serve the trees, just like they have an opportunity to serve us. Trees, plants. I'm drinking some moringa tea right now. And it's a superfood. It's full of life. Trees have the chance to offer a place where we can be healed within our temples. Herbs are amazing. Fruits and vegetables are amazing. As a devotee of God, one thing that I did, I gave up meat and dairy and killing bugs, and I decided that I was going to be in service. So I work with the plants. When I eat fruits, the plant doesn't die. It's like a gift. And if you understand the real cycles of our immune system, the digestive system, and how that is also in harmony, in one with everything, it's also working in a harmonious way with God, just like my body, just like everything external in my body. I'll eat a fruit and that seed has a chance to continue its life. I'm not going to go too much in detail. We live in a society where you flush your poop down the toilet and the seeds don't get that chance to live in a natural cycle, but that's not really natural. If you look at every other animal in the animal kingdom that's outside, they poop on the grass, and everything that they eat has a place in nature. That's how being a servant of God is. Everything has a place in nature. These birds, they're singing the perfect songs to help elevate my consciousness, to attune my body to a natural state where I feel at bliss, where I can just come out and enjoy the lovely morning, drink my tea, and feel such harmony. I would love to go on for days and hours about God, but there's so many things to talk about. I made this video so somebody out there could start to engage more. Let's go into one of my ultimate things that I like to tell people. One thing that people don't understand is I do talk to God, and I get answers back. I really do. It's not like the way we're having a conversation here, and you're sitting and you're listening and you're hearing a voice. I hear the way God communicates is through everything. God is one with everything, so God can communicate through me. The fact that I'm speaking, I could listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth and be a pure witness. And as a witness, that's an opportunity to see and observe the way the Most High moves through me. God is also in the grass, in the plants, the birds, the trees, the sun, the wind, the moon, the rain, the animals. So what I've done is I've learned to attune myself, to tap in more to nature and be more in tune with what's happening that you can't see. How did I do this? Devotion. There's many ways to communicate with God, but for me, devotion and sacrifice. I decided that I was going to give up things that weren't serving me. All things. And that's my first advice to anyone out there that wants to have a direct communication with God. Just give up something that you know deep in your heart that you shouldn't be doing. God knows you shouldn't be doing it. And you know you shouldn't be doing it. And if you take that time and say, I'm going to do this for God, I'm going to stop for you, God, then, man, you'll get the blessings, man. God sees when you devote yourself to Him. Another way to devote yourself is to just go out in nature. When you go in nature, leave your cell phone. Probably don't go with somebody. Go by yourself. And nature speaks. But you have to be in tune. You have to be willing to listen. Some people out there, they think that they're ready to listen to God, but they're everywhere. They never take a moment and sit down and listen to the birds. What do you think they're talking about? See, you have to have an ear. You have to use your third eye, your senses. Touch, taste, sight, smell, and hearing, all at one. And you have to use your mind. Use your mind. Don't just listen to something and say, that's it. Don't just say something and say, that's it. Don't just see something and say, that's it. Don't smell something and say, that's it. These are just the outside package. Every time you go to the store, we don't just eat the package. We open it up on the inside. That's where it is, on the inside. That's where God is. God is within the package. God is the package, but you have to be willing to be in devotion. You have to be willing to give the effort to open up the gift that God has given you. But some people, they're not willing to step off from their life. They're not willing to put God before them. You have to be willing to give away your everyday things for God. Get up and do something different for God. Go to work for God. Another fantastic way of leveling up in consciousness, of being one with God, is to see everything as God and to communicate with it on that level. Devote yourself to everything as you would to God. When you see your mother, yes, she is your mother, but treat her as she is God. Talk to her as she is God. Serve her as she is God. When you see your lover, treat them as they are God. Love them as they are God. You don't own them. You don't have any type of possession or control. See your children as God. If your child was God, how would you listen to them? How would you speak to them? This is how you open the doors. This is how you get to see what God really has to offer for you. It's when you put all of your worldly problems and things aside, put your ego aside, your reality aside, and be here now. Don't judge and think you know what is. Just be here now in the present moment. Just Just listen to the birds. If you're not willing to wait on God, why should God come to you? If you're not willing to serve God, why should God serve you? If you're not willing to use the gifts that God has given you to serve one another and help humanity, why should God bless you with these gifts? What makes you so special that you deserve all that you want, but you're not willing to give? You're not willing to serve one another. I want y'all to just take some time. This is just the beginning. I'm going to be making some more videos. I'll be getting better. This is just the beginning. Just the beginning. I just wanted to get on the camera and say some positive stuff. I wanted to have a little talk about God and all the greatness that God does. I'm going to talk some more about the glory because y'all ain't getting to see or taste this infinite. But I just really wanted y'all to start to tune in and get the message. So, little tips before I go so y'all can keep up. I got 2 albums that I came out with, 247 AM and 247 PM, Rhythm and Sound Healing, 432 Hertz, frequencies that are healing and harmonious. We're helping not only liberate you, rise you up to a higher state of consciousness, we're using the natural sounds of the earth, the natural sounds to help you get reattuned back to your natural state, grounded. I'm also working on an EP. I'm going to be using sound bowls, sound therapy bowls, Tibetan bowls. It's going great. I already started meditating to the mixes. That should be coming out real soon. So I just want you guys to stay tuned because I have a whole lot coming way in the future. Not too far, but I am going to be releasing some singles. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited. So that's really it. Spreading peace and love to all out there. Remember, guys, to infinity and beyond. This is Infinite Jah. Don't forget to tune into the Conscious Vibration. That's my DJ sessions. I offer free music for you. It's like some mixes are 40 and 30 minutes long, somewhere around there. So I'm building it up. So stay tuned. That's on Mixcloud. So ask me for the link if you can't find it. But stay tuned for more, guys. Peace.